The following is an attempt to shed light, to try and prevent further pain for others, be it strangers or people that I know. Because in my opinion, I believe we all are connected. I believe we are one. Reasons to live. Reasons to live are all around us. Trees, warm sun, smiles are a few of mine. But what happens when we lose sight of these little miracles? What happens when the good goes away and we feel only pain? Lost, trapped in an endless maze, blindly searching, seeking for a way out. Some are lucky and stumble upon the key that sets them free, while sadly some wander farther into suffocating darkness until they can no longer breathe. This is my definition of depression in the way that I felt. And 1 out of 10 people in the U.S. suffer under the strain of depression as well. Unless you've been through it, you can't imagine the pain. For me, the blackest cloud that sat in my brain and said, nothing matters, numb is normal, what could be good? But sometimes those burdened by depression are able to act just fine. My brother was one of those. The guy deserves a Golden Globe. I'll see you soon, his last text to me, yet I awoke 2 days later to a call from home. Strife filled my mother's voice, and I lost it when she said, Eli, Clint's taken his life. Broken, shattered, obsolete, my life instantly became incomplete. Reasons to live, he had so many, and the people who loved him, there were plenty. Plans we had, now just haze, all because he couldn't escape from his maze. And why didn't he tell me? After all, we spoke about everything every night because the whole summer he slept in the bunk above mine. We loved him so much, our younger brother, who had just turned 19. With my world turned upside down, depression found me that day. Plagued, it got to the point where I myself was ready to die. But slowly, with time, support, and love from family and friends, I was able to reverse my course. And over the years, through talks with friends, I've learned of others who've attempted or fantasized their own end, survivors, and I can't imagine my life without any of them. And the fact that after we talked about it, I didn't feel so alone. And this is what we need to keep doing. We need to talk about these kind of things to get over them and realize that they are present, but together we can face this kind of stuff and get through it together. Because I realize now that depression is not something that goes away quietly. It's like a weed whose roots run deep. Continual maintenance and time is what we need. I spoke with my brother earlier this week for an event that happened behind me 3 years ago in our family's barn. But see, in our society, we have this skewed vision on mental health, that a person must be crazy if they can't help themselves, but what's crazy is fighting a beast like depression alone. There are so many who care and want to help, and this is the info that we need to share. And if you truly feel no one near you cares enough, which I guarantee you is not true, there's a phone line just a call away and listening ears on the other end. See, regardless of background of age, we've all been through our challenges. Abused, raped, insecure, picked on in gym, alcohol and other drugs, broken home, divorce, losing a loved one can all make us feel alone. But what keeps me awake is on top of all this turmoil in life that we face, on top of this carnage, this darkness, it's our peers in society that pile on more garbage. Kitchen table we sat the last night I saw him with tears in his eyes. Clint told me about how someone said he had no friends. BS, I replied, that's a lie, don't listen to them. We ate some ice cream, watched the movie Up, him on the bottom bunk and me on the top. But when he awoke the next morning, I was gone because I left in the night to meet up with a girl that I liked. Talk about things you do differently. But was that one person's lie or me leaving his side the reason to blame for Clint taking his life? No, it wasn't. But it's these little bits of trash that we pile on to others and their pre-existing conditions that they faced in their existence that can make all the difference sometimes, if only we didn't litter as much. And though it is these small acts, this does not excuse the relentless bullies who hurt and maim because they're weak inside. Unable to face their own insecurities and horrors, they mistakenly try to gain power by tearing others down. This does not excuse the onlookers who let hate happen. That was me back in high school, but that's not me now. This does not excuse a media that preaches, if you can't fit into these jeans, then we don't want you at all. A photoshopped image is perfection, but real humans have flaws, and when I mean flaws, I mean that we're normal. A single perfect appearance, it doesn't exist. And this does not excuse the adults that are bullies too. See, doesn't just come with age. Maturity and wisdom are not granted. That once you turn 18, that doesn't make you a better person. These are things that adults do the same things too, not just teens or kids. This is not a problem for some, this is a problem for all. And though the parts that we play are all small, they are parts nonetheless. Bi, straight, trans, gay, ugly, fat, skinny, weird, worthless, small, tall, black, white, brown, whatever. These are all just words, they're not you. You're a being and not glue, and none of these words they say can stick to you, that is, if you don't let them. See, I know it's hard and I know it's tough, but I promise the future won't always be this rough. Which brings us to now, the present, because that's what now is, a gift. So, to bullies, to victims, to onlookers, and every other kind of human being, stand up to your challenges, please speak out, own your pain, even try volunteering to help others who've been through the same, and in turn, you may just help yourself. Embrace your weird, your quirks, your imperfections. As Sue said, we were born to stand out, so I try to fit in. On this earth, our presence is a treasure, and if only we felt no need to measure ourselves to others and others to us, the one true measure is that one day we'll all be dust. It's not always morbid to think of death. We're not immortal, and it reminds us how much time we have left. So let's use this time to bring ourselves up. We can't always count on others to fill up our cups. Spread kindness, plant seeds, harvest compassion, patience, and last but not least, hope. See, we are beautiful, unique, and with so much to give. And these, my friends, are reasons to live.